of the English speaking course right here on Deckchat. Well, in today's class, we are going to look at types of pronouns. There are different types of pronouns: relative pronouns, reflexive pronouns, emphasizing pronouns, indefinite pronouns, interrogative pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, possessive pronouns, and personal pronouns. But today we are focusing on relative pronouns only, and rest of the pronouns that we will discuss in next class one by one later on. So there will be 8 part of this class, and today is part number 1, that is relative pronouns. So what is relative pronouns? A relative pronoun is one which is used to refer to nouns mentioned previously, whether they are people, places, things, animal, or even an idea. We use who when we talk about people. For example, the girl who is teaching right now is Mayuri. We use which when we talk about things. For example, I love the watch which you gave me on my birthday. We use where when we talk about places. For example, my brother don't remember where he puts his mobile. We use that when we talk about people, things, quality, and idea. For example, this is the boy that I want to marry. So, there are only a few relative pronouns in the English language, and the most common are who, whoever, whom, whomever, which or whichever, that, and whose. So, let's understand them one by one. First, who or whoever. Well, who is always subject to a verb. What I mean is, it modifies the subject in the sentence and refer only to people. For example, the girl who sat beside him was his daughter. I don't know who she is. She was the one who had made the rule. Now, second one is whom or whomever. Well, whom modify the object in the sentence and refer only to people. For example, with whom am I speaking? She is the teacher whom we adore. So, basically, who is a subject pronoun. Now, remember, what are the subject pronouns that can refer to people only? He and she, right? So, use who when the subject of the sentence would normally require a subject pronouns like he or she. For example, who is the best in class? And answer would be he is the best in class, right? So we can say Risu is a boy who is the best in class. Use whom when a sentence needs an object pronouns like him or her. For example, this gift is for whom? And answer would be this gift is maybe for him or her. Sounds correct, right? Don't you think so? Yes. I hope you got this, that when to use who and when to use whom. Okay? Now, third one is which or whichever. Now, which modified both subject and object and refer to things, quality, or even an idea. That means we can't use which for people. For example, you can't really measure which is most dangerous. She was thinking which was good. She was always unsure which name to use. Now, fourth one is that. Well, that modifies both subject and object and refer to people, things, quality, and idea. For example, she spoke so well that everybody was pleased. When did that start and was it a good thing? This is the dress that I want to wear. Now understand which versus that, when to use which and when to use that. Let me first tell you that what is restrictive relative clause. Restrictive relative clause contains defining essential restrictive information about the noun. If you take the clause out, you change the meaning of the sentence. Let's try it. The Earth is the only planet in our solar system that supports life. Now remove the clause. The Earth is the only planet in our solar system. So you can see it by taking out the clause that supports life. We change the meaning of the sentence completely. and rule of them is restrictive relative clause use that and non-restrictive relative clauses use which. Non-restrictive relative clause contains information that can be taken out without changing meaning of the sentence, or we can say it is separated from the rest of the sentence by a comma. For example, the earth, which is the third planet from the sun, supports life. Here you can see that the non-restrictive relative clause adds information without changing the meaning of the sentence. Even if you take it out, the main sentence remains same. The earth supports life, right? Could you use that in the relative clauses that are which? No, you cannot start a non-restrictive relative clause with that. Fine, I hope you got this. Now last one is whose. Well, whose shows possession, means something that is owned, and it refers to people, things, quality and ideas. For example, whose bag is this? Whose house are we going to? So these are the relative pronouns that are come after a noun. Okay? And now it's a quiz time. It's quiz number 8, part 1. And here are your questions. Fill the blank. That's the man blank I spoke to yesterday. The youth hostel blank we stayed last week was really big. Where is the key blank I gave you yesterday? I have to buy a gift for my mother blank birthday is next month. With blank am I taking test? And now solution to quiz number 7 from class number 7. I'll be back soon with another class. Till then, stay physically fit, exercise regularly, eat a nutritious diet. Bye bye.